Hello and thank you. Well, today marks my third presentation as a member of the BNI Excel chapter. My first presentation talked a lot about myself and how I became a web designer. The second presentation, that was a game of Clue, and I showed you how you could use your website and analytics to find how your marketing dollars are working for you. And it's funny that, very often, the name of my business is Eric Hersey Web Design. Web design is in the name, but rarely do I ever talk about websites. I'm actually talking mostly about like digital marketing hacks or how to win over Google. So today, April 1st, I will spend the next 9 minutes just talking about websites. Most importantly, I'll talk about what makes a good or great website. Pay no attention to this. This is just all legal requirements before I give any type of presentation. I have to, unfortunately give a disclaimer, but pay no attention. We'll just move along right here. All right. So when you decide to design a website, the first thing you should focus on is the device a user is viewing your website on, right? So we have mobile phones, we have desktops, and so forth. So back in 1999, when I first started making websites, you only had to focus on really one device. This made it super easy for designers. You could actually draw a website on a napkin and then code the site to look exactly the same way you want it on screen. But in 2021, you have to worry about mobile devices, tablets, smart boards, big desktops, laptops, the works. So you have to use way too many napkins to design each page to look pixel perfect per se. So what should you do? Well, there are a lot of experts out there that say you should really just focus on the mobile screen first. 60% of searches start with a mobile phone. Even Google themselves, they said they will only index mobile sites starting this year. But what does Google know? I say, let's get out the napkins and focus on what is tried and true, desktops. So some of the best websites were made for the desktop, so why stop now? I mean, it's not a big deal that you have to pinch and zoom to read the text on a website. Show of hands, who even here has a smartphone? We're all business professionals. We're all rocking Nokia's, Razors, and bag phones, right? We don't need the TikTok kids going to our websites. We certainly don't want them to share our content. We can reach them in 10 years. And when they catch up, and they start using the working man's desktop. So let's keep that going. So let's recap. A good website is made for desktop. Next, the website is worth the wait. That's right. People are patient. Gone are the days of the rat race. We have time to relax in 2021. We're willing to wait for that blockbuster movie to come back in stock, and watch the latest Mandalorian episode on DVD, maybe even VHS. The 30-minute drive to Sam Goody's is no big deal, especially when you're going to be able to listen to that brand new CD in your car on the way home. Commercials, we watch every single one of them. DVR, TiVo, what's that? People have time to wait for your website to load. So I say make sure you put high resolution images. Load all of your videos on the homepage. The more GIFs, the more animations, the better. Now that we have 56K modems, everything is lightning fast. Now, guys, this might get slightly in the weeds, but the format of your website does matter. If at all possible, all websites should be made using Flash. For those unfamiliar, Flash is a program. It was popularized in like the early 2000s. It makes really great animations. Now, granted, there are a few drawbacks. iPhones, they can't open Flash. Sure, search engines can't read the text on Flash sites, but those are just minor concerns. Look at those animations, though. Look at that guy. You can make him do so many cool things. All right, next, your business logo needs to be bigger. That's all there is to it. When you get a designer to build your website, don't even bother looking at the site. Just simply reply, the logo needs to be bigger. All right, when they send you the draft back, hit reply as soon as you can and just ask for the logo to be bigger. Don't accept a website until you demand a bigger logo, at a minimum of 3 times. Here's a version of my newest website. I think I might make a few tweaks. Not quite big enough yet, but it's getting there. All right, next, above the fold. I know above the fold is an old newspaper term. This basically refers to all the content before you have to flip it open the paper. In our case, it would be before you have to start to scroll. So many users try to use, they try not to use a mouse or even their hands, really. Why use those? For this reason, all good designers make sure that all the relevant information can be found at the top of the navigation menu. Here's a sneak peek. You can use drop-down menus if needed. It's honestly, but it's best to make every page on your site readily available above the fold. If you don't ask them to click, you won't ever get the visit. And this is a sneak peek at my newest site. You can see there, lots of pages, lots of clicks going to be happening. All right. So they say content is king. But no one ever says who the king is, right? Or how you get to be king. Some websites become king by copying and pasting from other reputable websites. You like a company's about page? It's your kingdom. Take it. How about this? You like some images you found on that Google search? Declare them yours. Display them proud on your homepage. Some people think making individual pages tied directly to a city, great idea. I say duplicate that page and just change out the city name. It's the best possible way to get that top ranking in Google. If you put too much time into the content on your site, you might end up getting way too many contact form submissions. They're all probably spam customers, so why bother? Content king, right? All right. So I know price isn't an actual feature of a website, but I think it's a good time to talk about the website pricing. So I've been making websites for nearly 20 years, and I've never put much money into my sites. A couple of bucks a month, you can buy a hosting plan. Domain names, 99 cents for the first year. If you have a computer with a standard notepad and a nice MS Paint, you can draft up a real nice HTML website, no time whatsoever. I am a firm believer that anyone can make a website. There are commercials out there. Even say you can launch a beautiful website in less than 15 minutes. With drag and drop editors, you too can produce a powerful website that will represent your professional brand to the world. I realized that I wasted a lot of time and energy getting those 3 degrees, web design, graphic design, and e-commerce. Phooey. Who needs those? All I needed was a quick blog from HubSpot.com telling me how to create a lead-generating website. Since the internet really hasn't changed much since 2004, I haven't had to watch any training videos online, listen to any podcast, or read any of the latest industry blogs. Web design is an industry where you can just learn your trade, sit back, and watch the web traffic come pouring in. I chose the right profession for sure. My thoughts is don't put too much thought into your website. No one really uses the internet anymore. And if they do, they've already decided what businesses are near me. But if you are contrarian in nature, I would be willing to listen to why you think a website should be mobile friendly, fast, accessible, maybe user-oriented, original, and fresh. And I guess I could be persuaded on why putting a little time and money into your main marketing tool is a good idea. Lastly, guys, I would love to leave you with this quote from Mark Twain. It says, "The 1st of April is the day we remember what we are the other 364 days of the year." Samuel Clemens. So everyone, thank you very much. Go out, be silly today. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.